a wet and rainy day today, but some of the peonies are exploding. My favorite peony, in fact. Lennox is always in the window, he's so cute. Sarah Bernhard. Such a gorgeous peony. It's so beautiful. I have 3 plants in a row here, and they're all exploding at the same time. I love it. And there's still quite a few over there. This white one. And there's another pink here. How gorgeous. Also, the roses are starting. I have one rose called the Poet's Wife. It's a David Austin. And it's starting to pop. And this rose smells so nice. It smells like sweet and lemony at the same time. It's hard to explain, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous rose. There's tons of buds. How beautiful. The flowers are very inspiring, very beautiful. I love it. Today I was planning on spending some time in my music studio and work on my song. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Their fairy brow creased. Tell them to be quiet.
To catch you up a little bit, if ever you're new here, I'm a newbie musician. I play just a little bit of guitar and I'm learning how to sing, play guitar, and record my songs in Cubase. I wrote about 10 songs. I can't play them really well, but I'm trying my best. I have a lot of ideas. I'm just lacking the skills, and right now I'm basically documenting the whole learning the skills part, as well as documenting the creative process. If you're a newbie like me, you might find this inspiring. If you're very advanced, you're gonna find this very tedious. This is my second newbie musician vlog. And right now I'm working on a 50s inspired song that I wrote. Let me show you what I have so far in Cubase. Okay, so first of all, I split the project into sections. Verse 1, chorus 1, verse 2, chorus 2, to make things a little bit easier because I'm working by sections. I can't do a whole take of whatever, vocals or instruments, without messing up. So I have to really work by little sections. So far I have drums. I use my brand new MIDI controller to create a very basic drum line with using MIDI sounds. I did my very best to kind of create a build-up and also have something that's not too boring given my very basic skill level. So the verse is very simple. That's verse 1, but verse 2 has a bit of flair. And then we have chorus 1. And then chorus 2. I tried to vary things a bit, you know? But I also recorded a very rough vocal track. I don't want anything to compete with the vocals. I don't want to write the whole part and have to scrap it just because it's not working well. So having that ghost vocal is really gonna help me guide whatever I record from this moment on. And my mantra for recording and for that whole creative process is the simplest possible part that I can do well will be what I keep. As in, I'm not gonna try to reach too high beyond my skill level. I'm just gonna make it simple, efficient, and good enough, because I think that I'm gonna learn more by doing tons of songs than trying to get the one song perfect, you know? Just trying to get it good enough and then move on to the next. So I could give you an idea of the vocals, but please don't judge it, as in it doesn't sound great. It was just super rough as a reference. This is not what it's gonna sound like. Once I have all the arrangement of the song, all the recorded instruments, I'm gonna redo proper vocals. Up to my knees, feeling the rainfall soft on my cheeks. You get the idea. So now my challenge is that I have to write a bass line. I don't know how to play bass, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna keep it super simple, probably play the root note of the chords, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna try to give it my best shot and come up with something good enough. Wish me luck. And to record my bass part, I borrowed David's bass. I'm using the Fender bass guitar 6. I figured I would make my life easier by using a bass guitar, since the strings are the same as a guitar, only lower. It's gonna be helpful to find the notes that I need for my part. All right, let's try a few things. Gonna try a real take. Wish me luck. It's a lot less bad than I thought it was gonna be, because I'm not used to playing bass, obviously, and the strings are super large, like thick, and when you release the finger, it has a tendency to buzz a lot. So I thought it would sound really bad on the recording, but it's not as bad as I thought. So I have to practice a lot and do some tracking. I'm not gonna put you through that. I'm going to do it off camera, get like the best that I can get, and I'll show you what I got, the result with the ghost vocal. Why am I so slow? Taking a little break. I recorded the first part, chorus and verse, and I wrote the last, David is playing piano. I wrote the last little bit, like the coda of the song. I wrote it and just did a rough take. And I'm gonna have to record the final bit of that on the bass, and then I'll have the entire bass track. I'm gonna make you listen like a little bit later once I recorded the whole thing. I'm pretty proud of myself considering that I can't play bass, never written a bass part. Like, I mean, it's simple enough, but it works and it sounds good enough. Also, I want to ask Chad how to make the bass sound like typically 50, so I have to figure that out. But I wanted to take a little interlude because I got a new pair of jeans from Old Navy. Let's try it together. I wanted light jeans for summer. I love a light colored jean, and this is a very baggy white leg. Let's see how it fits. What do you think? They're kind of short, but I don't mind it with sandals, you know? Love it? Meh? I think I love them. They're the right color, exactly the color I wanted, and the fact that it's a white jean, it's gonna be super comfortable, especially if it's a bit too warm out there, and they fit me pretty well. It's a win, it's a win. I love it. I also just got a little UPS delivery. Maybe we can open it together. This is a hint. What do you think it is? It's another purchase for summer. Anybody knows about this? This is very exciting. It's a perfume. If you don't know it, it's called Turquatic from MAC, and it's a very summery perfume. I had tried a tiny little sample and I really liked it. It's really lovely. It's kind of unisex, but not really unisex as in masculine. It's really not masculine, but I don't know how to explain it. There's a little bit of a sweetness to it, but it's mostly like oceanic, salty, a little hint of woodsy, but it's just really soft. Everything is soft and fresh and summer with like an underlying hint of sweetness, but the smallest sweetness. It's the perfect summer perfume, especially when it's really hot outside. There's like a salty air thing to it. Fully recommend. Look at this girl smelling the breeze. She's so cute. I am really happy with the result. I'm gonna show you what I did. Again, if you're a beginner, this might inspire you or help you to see the process. If you're advanced, maybe you can give me tips or just watch my very tedious approach. Let's look at it. Here is my bass track. I color coded it just to explain things better. I worked on the first bit in orange here. I worked really hard, I practiced, and as you can see, the different little splices means that I had to punch in little bits that didn't sound good, that I messed up. I didn't get it into a full like one take, which I wasn't expecting to. So I did verse 1, chorus 1. Let's listen to it as a solo first. Just doing that is simple, but when you've never played bass, it's not as simple as it seems. And as you can see, there's the purple section, which is basically a copy paste of the first bit. So verse 1 and chorus 1, I worked at and recorded, but then I copy pasted that the exact same part for verse 2 and chorus. So I didn't have to record that part. Shortcuts, you know? Shortcuts. I know that ideally I would like get the feel, like a more authentic feel throughout the song, but bass is not my instrument and it's not where I want to put my energy. I want to keep all my creative energy for the fun bits that I prefer, especially because I'm such a beginner, you know. Maybe in a few years I'll be super good at bass and I'll do it right, but for now that was my shortcut. And I also, in the last bit, had to write a different part for the coda, which is a different musical part. I'll make you listen in the mix, but before I do that, I did, as you saw, I asked Chad to help me shape the sound with like an amp simulator. So we have these guys here. So the first one is, I selected this MPEG B15R. Basically, ChatGPT told me what values to punch in to make it sound typically 50s. That's what I wanted. And I also did the same for the compressor. And if we listen to a with or without, so this is without. There's a big difference in sound with compressor. Imagine. I'm going to turn it off now. The sound is very different. Are you ready to listen to it with the drums and then the vocals? So let's just put drums first. Those claps are from. I don't think. Yeah, there's finger clicks. I don't know if I'll keep the finger clicks. Alright, now let's try with the vocals. Those times a darker hue, under shadows and different hues. Somehow, somewhere I knew I'd find my way back to you, to feel the breeze in times like these. And I could show you the coda real quick. The silver lining is you. Even dark clouds on a sunny day won't dim the sunshine of you. And hope will always find a way. You are my dreams come true. It's so empty without bass. Even dark clouds on a sunny day won't dim the sunshine of you. You are my skies of blue. Not saying it's perfect by any means, but this morning I knew I had to write the whole bass line and record it. And I've never played bass, and it felt like an unattainable mountain. I was thinking, how can I do it? It's impossible. I won't be able to do it. But by really taking like very small, tiny bites, slowly but surely, one small step at a time, I was able to get up the mountain, and I'm really happy. The next step is probably gonna be to like find a nice guitar sound. I don't know if I want to use my electric guitar, the one I got for Christmas, or my acoustic guitar, my Taylor GS Mini. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fiddle a little bit with the song, try to see what sounds more 50s, but also with a little flair, you know? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Are you proud of Mama Minutes? Did the Mama did a good job? By my puppy. What you doing, boy? Are you so excited? Mama finished recording. You're so excited. Mama was boring. Oh my god, everybody's coming. I'm really looking forward to having the song finished, but I'm also trying to enjoy the process, you know, because it's all about the doing. Because it's such a long process, I have to tell myself that it's not just about listening to the final product. The fun is in the making. So I am looking forward to listening to the full song, but I'm also enjoying discovering all these things. David is a lifesaver because sometimes I have technical problems and he's always my magician and he really helps me. He's such a gem. I love him so much. Anyways, I'm having a lot of fun. If you feel like you're too old to start a new hobby, like you feel like I'm 49 years old and I'm just starting to play guitar and sing and all that. So if you feel too old for whatever, it's a trap. It's not true. Age is a number. Who cares? Enjoy yourself and subscribe, hit the bell, like, all that good stuff. Join me next Saturday for another vlog. Thank you so much for watching and drop me a line, say hello, share your hobby. I would love to chat to you. I'll see you next week. Bye.